and to focus our attention on the elections of members of parliament. There are two important things that we must bear in mind as we exercise our democratic rights in electing our members of parliament. For those of us here in Teso, and for those of us here in Orungo, the most important thing that we must consider is against the background that the 12th Parliament is billed to be a transition parliament, a parliament that's going to discuss matters around transition. This is a very weighty matter, and we, the people in Teso, as citizens of Uganda, should be full participants in the discussions and the debates in Parliament on the matters of transition. We can only do so through our representatives. Whereas other parts of the country are consciously making decisions on the kind of people who will represent them in this parliament, and their conscious decision seems to veer towards selection of senior tested individuals. We in Teso seem to be taking a risk of experimenting by trying new faces, new people. The question therefore arises, do we want to be participants in these discussions of transition, or do we want to be spectators? My appeal and my suggestion is that we too, people of Teso, must be participants in these discussions, and therefore we must be able to look at our senior cadres, our senior citizens, people of repute who will be able to stand the test of time, and they will stand their stead against their colleagues from other parts of Uganda at the time of those discussions. It would be sad that if we in Teso in particular could fail this test. This is why I am appealing to you early enough, because the time is now for us to make those decisions, and we must not be found wanting in the decisions that we make. Secondly, and this is a very important other point, is that we must ensure that we have peaceful, fair, and free elections. As I traverse parts, particularly of Orungo County, and as I meet different colleagues in Teso, I am beginning to hear fears of attempts to rig the election. You see, rigging elections in the simplest terms is theft. A thief who steals a chicken is a thief that has affected an individual. A thief who rigs elections, steals elections, is a thief who has stolen the right of a people, a large number of people, and is a worse thief than a chicken thief. He should therefore be treated harshly. I have often told people here in Orungo that if you have the intentions or even the slightest thinking of getting involved in election theft, it is important that you have a discussion with your family and you say bye-bye to them as you go to conduct this theft. Write your will in advance, because we, the people of Orungo, we, the people of Teso, will have no kind words, no sympathy with election thieves. So I want to sound a word of warning to those who have these intentions, that you are playing with fire. I want, however, finally, in spite of those fears, to believe in the good that God has given each and every one of us, and that we will be peaceful, we will be fair, and we will exercise our rights in a fair and just manner. I wish, therefore, finally, to wish all the Christians, all the citizens of Uganda, and indeed the people of Teso and the people of Orungo, merry celebrations as we usher in the new year next week